One of the vessels that took part in the raid on Utopia Planitia has gone missing in the Orith system, in Romulan space. We received a brief burst from the ship's emergency transponder, but then it went silent. If this was a Romulan attack, we may have a new enemy to face in this war. Command has ordered us to go to the last known location of the ship. Once there, we are to find the missing vessel and recover the critical data, if possible.
Everything we do is for the Empire.
We have arrived in the Orith system. The bird of prey may be in orbit, obscured by the planet itself. It may have crashed on the planet or been destroyed here in space. It is time to begin the hunt. Ready to begin a sensor sweep on your command. There is too much radiation from Orith Prime. It's scrambling the sensor signals. We should narrow down the search area with more intensive scans of key areas. That small ion nebula is a good place to start. Officers are skilled, my friend. We now have a detailed scan of the Ion Nebula. There is a cluster of debris behind the larger asteroid. Metallic content is consistent with a ship. That may be what remains of our missing vessel. If so, there could be something left to salvage in the wreckage. Investigate it.
This is Pirate Space, and we can talk to no one. Leave or die!
Target's shields have failed.
We have to remember, we will never surrender.
Nausicaan pirates. They must see the Romulans as easy targets. It is possible they attacked our missing vessel as well, despite the alliance between the Nausicans and the Empire. Indeed. They should have known better than to challenge a Klingon. Wait. Reading an energy signature on the surface of Orith 2. It corresponds to that of a warp core. Indeed. And of the size and class used in a bird of prey. We need to get down there and investigate. There could be survivors. Standard orbit established. We are in transporter range. Away team is standing by in transporter room 1. Detecting bands of Vistrium in the rock formations here. It scatters transporter signals. So this is as close as we can get to the bird of prey safely. We should make our way to high ground and get an overview of the area. Then we can plan how to proceed to the crash site. What's this? My tricorder's range has been reduced by more than 60%. The Vistrium and trace amounts of Kelbonite could account for some of that, but no, there's something else. I think we're dealing with a jammer of some sort. Run a scan and confirm my readings. There. Do you see it? Exactly. And naturally occurring duonetic fields would not be so constant in effect. This field is artificially generated. I'm sure of it. Be advised, that field will make using transporters difficult. I believe our weapons will still work, however. As I suspected, that field is making it difficult to maintain a sensor lock. It won't be safe to beam out of here without using a pattern enhancer. Picking up some energy readings to the south. The jungle is dense. Many life signs. Exercise caution. Dangers are hidden here. We are not alone. The rocks here form natural valleys and causeways. If we head to the low ground and follow the valleys, we should be able to reach the crash site. thought I saw something moving. We should scan the area again. This planet is playing tricks on me. There's nothing there! There it is! The bird of prey! Recommend we run a baseline scan before we proceed. I do not like surprises, and there have been too many of them here already. Those might be life signs, but the radiation from the ship's reactor is fouling up my tricorder. We can't rely on our instruments here. Visual recon is our next option.
Come on. I am Katang, captain of what remains of this honored vessel. We were returning from a recon mission and encountered Nausicaan pirates. One of them got a lucky shot and knocked our seal generator out. We were making repairs when the Herodian attacked. Indeed. They are good at that. They jammed our transmissions and began to hunt us like animals. Shortly after, we crashed. I do not know how many of my crew remain. Several of them went into the jungle to hunt the Herodian against my orders. Young fools. Always it is the brave ones who die.
This warrior had many internal injuries. Injuries that should have been immediately fatal. And yet, they survived for some time. And look! Their disruptor was drained of power. Every shot was fired. They died in battle! This warrior was killed by blunt force trauma. The wounds could have been caused by the force of the crash. If the ship's inertial dampers were offline before the ship hit the atmosphere, it is likely that many of the crew were killed this way. I'm detecting electrical burns and plasma damage, along with pieces of shrapnel that could have come from an exploding console. This warrior died with honor. There's nothing that indicates they left their post. This warrior survived the crash. A very sharp blade killed them, expertly wielded. By tracing the blood trail back to its source, I found a second drag path and 2 sets of footprints. I believe this warrior died trying to defend someone else. Someone who was then taken. I'm detecting level 3 radiation burns and severe heat damage. This warrior must have been very close to a power conduit when it exploded. A Romulan. Not terribly unexpected considering where we are. But I do wonder why a Romulan is in the company of Klingon warriors. Keep him close for now. We can interrogate him later, once we don't have to worry about the Hirogen putting their blades in our backs. That's all of them. Let's go talk to Captain Katang.
Where is the enemy? I will die as a warrior. Do not let me die like this. My strength returns. I will live to fight for the Empire. Do you hear, Hirogen cowards? Katang, son of Karok, lives on. Meet me in battle, if you have the spine for it. It is quite a prize indeed. Complete scans of the Romulan defenses, and the plans for a new type of warbird. Unfortunately, that green-blooded Petach over there detected us. Clever bastard was following in our warp trail as we left the Ratar system. Clever, but not clever enough. We detected him and disabled his shuttle. Oh, I've considered it several times, but my senior officers convinced me that Imperial intelligence might like a word with him. So we threw him in the brig. Since then, he's been nothing but trouble. The cunning Toba managed to sabotage our computers after the crash. He'd have done more if my chief engineer hadn't introduced him to the business end of her spanner. They're functional, but barely. You should be able to extract what you need from them, but I would hurry before the power runs out.
I am getting power readings from within the ship, but they are at minimal levels. If we can find a working terminal, we can use it to access the ship's data core. I have the data. It's encrypted, but there will be time to deal with that later. For now, we should aid Captain Katang and any other survivors here.
Gabla! I'm ready to leave this wretched planet. Lead the way. I'll follow you back to the transport point. Go! Catch that Petach of a Romulan!
Captain Katang must have had a bomb rigged to the warp core. He knew the Hirogen would return. Reading Klingon life signs up ahead. More survivors from the crash, most likely. These Hirogen have no honor! If they did, they wouldn't keep warriors caged like animals! Let us free these warriors and send them to the pattern enhancer for evacuation. Once that is done, we can return there ourselves.
Where are the Hirogen? I will make them pay for this!
I will not die in a cage, but as a warrior of the Empire. Kapla!
Honor to you and your house, warrior. You have my thanks.
Evacuate! As you wish. Should I see a Hirogen, I may be delayed. Ha! Where are the Hirogen? I will make them pay for this!
There's that Romulan again! Quick, grab him!
I submit to your will. Among my people, that would make you bound to protect me as you would an honored guest. So, guard me now, if you are truly honorable. A large force of Hirogen are coming this way. I won't survive without your assistance.
It's not clear what he knows about Katang's mission, but we do know that he wanted us to capture him and escape from the Hirogen. The choice is yours. Shall we take him with us, or not?
You won't regret this. If I ever return to my home, I will tell my people that there is at least one officer of the Empire who truly knows the meaning of the word honor. Lead the way. I will follow willingly.
The Hirogen won't give up the hunt easily. In that, they are almost Klingon. Stay on guard. There may be more traps and ambushes ahead.
These scheming Patak are using me and my crewmates as bait for their traps. There is a spatial charge underneath me. It is wired to explode if I move. You might be able to disarm it if you cut the right wire. Save me, or let me die with my honor intact.
I sent the warrior to the evac site. sent the warrior to the evac site. Sent the warrior to the evac site.
Flanking damage detected.
I've sent the warrior to the evac site.
There you are! Let us talk of victory! I killed the Herodian leader in battle, and then caught most of his witless lackeys in the blast. It was glorious! Kalis himself could have done no better. But there is still glory to be had, brave warriors. A second Herodian Alpha still lives. He has been chasing me through the jungle. Now, we will fight together, side by side, with honor! Death to the Herodian! Kapla!
Alpha is coming. Bah, he's hiding. Watch for his minions.
It has been a day of glory and of honor. Know that you are a friend to me and my house. What you have done for me and my crew, I will never forget. When we meet again, we will drink a barrel of my family's finest blood wine. Perhaps two, if we're still standing after the first. Ha! Truly? Good. I have so many questions for that miserable Karut. He will wish for the tender mercies of Imperial intelligence when I'm finished with him. I may let them have him. Or perhaps I will drag him by those pointed ears all the way to Rura Penthe.
We are cleared for transporter operations and can leave at your command. This was a good victory. Though Katang's ship is a loss, he lives on, a strong warrior and hero of the Empire. He will critically reduce the supply of blood wine in the first city while he celebrates. But that is a small price to pay, I think. You and I both know we need all of the stout fighters we can get if we are to defeat the Federation. Saving warriors like Katang will help us achieve that victory. But I've chewed enough ligament here. Until we fight together once more. Serve with honor, my friend!
Everything
Congratulations,
is for the
Lieutenant
Empire.
Commander.